Zuma, out of all the things in the world, go and revoke a military wing that was disbanded, right? And turn that into a party. Okay, what happens when they don't win? What are they going to do? Because they are baying for blood, and what have you? We're going to fight. Yes, in fact, the IC is going to steal the election. They're already invoking that. The IC is going to steal the election. No, maybe he must tell us. Maybe they stole the elections when he was the president. Why is this?
It's personal. It is personal between JJ Tabane and Jacob Zuma. Well, it's personal from the other, not the other, right? Because it's one person that says a lot about the other, and the other is blue ticking. The other one is blue ticking the other one. It's like Peggy saying a lot of things about Jacob Zuma. But Jacob Zuma deciding that I'm going to blue tick you either. You can say a lot of things about me, but I'm going to blue tick you. And he's doing that exceptionally well. Well, Tichi, look at JJ Tabane, when he speaks about ANC in general, he's very critical, harsh. But when he speaks about Jacob Zuma, he's even harsher. He's useless. He has never done anything. He will never do anything. You know what I'm saying? Such words. And those words, if you remember vividly, I told you in the past, remember the story where I told you about this producer that the producer said that they were told never to say anything good about Jacob Zuma, right? Do you remember what then they used to say? Uneducated, useless. The country is worse under him. The country, all those things. Do you remember the things that we used to hear on social media? He sounds exactly like that. I'm talking about JJ Tabane. He sounds exactly like the things that we used to hear back then on social media. Everything bad is Jacob Zuma. In fact, it has even gone to a point where you can actually say Jacob Zuma is the definition of badness in this country. Useless. Right? Not what I say, what JJ said. And like I said, he sounds exactly like the media during the time where they were making sure that they are hotspotting us with their hatred, and they are making sure that with their biggest hatred, they are hotspotting us and making all of us to hate one man in this country. So, like I said, it sounds that way. So, that is today what I want us to explore about it. I want us to explore the idea that he's bringing on the table that Jacob Zuma is anything bad. Anything bad in this country is Jacob Zuma, right? Is there a personal war between the two? I don't know. But there's one thing that I know, is that I put it to you that you do the following. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, so back in the days, we were told nothing good will ever come out of Zuma, right? Nothing. We are to expect nothing. And when the media were busy talking all things bad is Jacob Zuma, right? Like you will read from one newspaper to another, from one newsroom, media house or television to another. It was just the same thing. When they were done with that, they then sold us Ramaphosa. Ramaphosa was supposed to be the savior of this country, and then as they were selling us Ramaphosa, then the team of Ramaphosa came up with what we call it the New Dawn, right? Ramaphosa was sold as the guy that hates corruption, as the guy that is not corrupt at all, as the guy that has got businesses, so he doesn't care about the monies in the government, so he will never steal. He's the right guy. You know what I'm saying? That's how Ramaphosa was sold to us. Before I continue, and before I explore Ramaphosa himself in comparison to the men we were told to hate, the men we were hot-spotted to hate, before I explore more, I want you to listen to what JJ Tabane has got to say. JJ Tabane said the following.
Because it's MK, isn't it? It was formed as a military wing. So he's now taking that military wing, right? Appropriating the symbols, appropriating the whole mystique around MK, and then using that as a political party. So what happens when they lose? He wants you as a Savimbi of some sort? I mean, it's crazy. The guy's 82 or something. Why he's not satisfied that he's going to receive his salary for the rest of his life? He was president twice. What else does he want? Even he can't even stand. He has a criminal record. He's fooling everybody. Now that could be another thing. This is at the back of somebody where 300 people died because he was in prison. Let's be clear. I'm not sure what the human rights community is talking about. There's no link, and it's just lazy. I mean, the link is so glaring for everybody. The riots didn't fall from the sky. He was arrested, and there were riots, and 300 people died. So I don't understand why the human rights community is confused about it. I truly don't understand. The Minister of Defense had to be fired or promoted, as it happens in this case, after 300 people died, right? So now we're told, no, there's no link. So Zuma is innocent of the whole thing, and there's no link, which is all total lies, okay? There's clear link, and we're headed for similar thing down the path of this MK. And he's mobilizing people now. By the way, to fill a stadium like he has done doesn't guarantee you a vote, right? If you can fill a stadium, as many stadiums as you want, a vote is 50,000 people. So if you fill a stadium of 50,000 people, you have one vote.
Yeah, one seat, yeah.
Yeah, you got one seat. You understand? So it means nothing. He may make a small dent in KwaZulu-Natal. I'm told that you got number 3 and some word. That's all he can hope for. But he...
So, my interest is the level of hate and the level of energy, the level of I don't know, his intelligence. It kicks in and it works at his highest. If his energy, everything of him. Once you mention Zuma, but I'm yet to see the man talking and diagnosing Ramaphosa and coming up with using the same energy he has towards Zuma. Talking about JJ Tabane. I'm looking for that from him. So far, I haven't gotten such. Then it worries me. Do you know that when this guy Mpegi, when he was speaking, he said he painted a picture that under Jacob Zuma, it was a West. Everything was West, and he even tried to steal, or to corrupt, or to close the South African Revenue Service. When we checked facts, we found that under Jacob Zuma, South African Revenue Service reached a level where it has never reached before, which was to get to this number. Let me remind you, 1 trillion. It has never been collected before. So I'm saying it will help us, even also when JJ Tabane is saying whatever he's saying, it will help us as well to remember that we were once told that things were bad under Jacob Zuma. But now, when the likes of JJ Tabane speaks about it, they forget that not long ago, we were told by the very same media, broke the news and showed us that during Jacob Zuma's time, banks decided to collaborate. In that collaborative effort, they collapsed the rand. They collapsed things. So, if during his time there was such an effort to do so, and it is now proven, how do you contribute and attribute, or let's say rather attribute the badness during Jacob Zuma's time when there is already a record and evidence that says things is said to have been bad, but here were the people that were intentionally making sure that things are bad? Do I say he's a saint? Nope. I will never say that. Never. There's one eye in which I view politicians in general. I view them as people that are corrupt in general. I view them as people that are untrustworthy in general. I view politicians as people that are dangerous. They can kill everybody that stands in front of their way. That's just my general perception about politicians. But if you are to say to me, among these devils, choose a better devil, that is when I pick Jacob Zuma. Why? Because I said to people, I produced stats how Zuma performed during his tenure, right? And I said to people, give me Ramaphosa's stats. If you know anything that the man has done, show me. I'm willing to look into it. I'm willing to follow research. And I'm willing to find that or those information, and I'm definitely going to share it with you. I'm not gonna. So I'm saying to say, it is safe to it is safe to look at facts, look at everything that they are saying. Go do your research and let's compare, because me arriving at a conclusion that I am certain that Ramaphosa needs to be removed, and his leadership from the and his crew from the leadership in this country. It's not on the basis of outlook, and it's not on the absentia of facts, but rather it is on the basis of the facts that I've provided. 6 years into leadership, the man has got nothing to show. And as I challenge you by saying, if you say there is anything to show for it, then produce it. Bring it on the table. Let me see. Let's show me. Say article so proves that the man has done this and this. Don't tell me about this 3-meter bridge that he built now during the elections time, and then you're telling me that that's service delivery. We are talking serious stuffs here, guys. We are talking about how is employment ever since the man became a president. Infrastructure. What has he done? GDP. What has he done? You know what I'm saying? We are talking about things like that. And don't tell me about grant. Grant is not coming from Ramaphosa, it comes from government. Ramaphosa not government. We can remove Ramaphosa now and bring in another person. Grant will continue. So don't tell me about the 350 grant. It's not from Ramaphosa. I'm talking about other things. Yes, it would have contributed positively towards him if there's any other thing that you can prove. So I am saying the analysis, some of this analysis, like the so-called analysis, as long as they are coming from mainstream media, I have my reservation when it comes to them because, like I said, I've met some of them. We have spoken some of the producers. Some of them it's just personal hate. Some of them it's just what they were told. You will remember, if you remember vividly, there was this journalist that used to hate Jacob Zuma and write all things bad about Jacob Zuma. I don't know what happened. I think he was met with facts. Remember that guy ended up apologizing publicly as well. I think it was an editor, if I'm not mistaken. And do you remember what that man said? If you don't, go do your research. So I'm saying, before we get carried away about all the things that are being said, it would be nice to look into facts and consider everything before. Right? See you on the next video. But until such a time, please take care.